Okay.
Right, so it's been bought by basically a guy from London.
Right.
And he's returning it to its former glory, basically. So the paint's been stripped off, all the windows are being refurbished, lime plaster inside, all the timber work's being restored to how it was before, and it's basically just been upgraded to how it was, when it was built originally, really.
Yeah, beautiful building, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
So hopefully, when we stop all the water coming in the roof, it'll start looking a bit better inside.
Do you know if it's going to become a private residence or a business or?
No, it's just a private house.
Wow.
So yeah, just be a nice private house.
The other thing I wanted to know, which is why I'm anxious to meet the owners at some point, but it's about public rights of way.
Right. Okay.
Now, from the lay-by,
Yeah.
there's a set of steps that come up.
Yeah.
Comes up the driveway.
They're not owned by us. They're owned by the neighbour.
Right. Okay.
So the steps are owned by the coach house.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's
Okay.
That's not on our land.
Right. Okay. But the point being is that the public right of way
Right.
comes up from that lay-by,
Yeah.
up the steps, and around the side of the school here and
Yeah.
into the woods.
Not anymore.
Right.
There's no public right of way across here now.
Right. Okay.
There is a footpath, but on my OS map in there's no public access across here now.
Right. Okay. Because my understanding is that once there's a public right of way.
Well, no, I don't think there ever was. So we looked into this because the guy that owns it is very sympathetic to people's rights of ways and stuff, and he's and we looked into it, and there's nothing listed to show any footpaths because we've had some people walking up here.
Oh, I see.
And when we looked on the maps, there was no actual footpaths going past the school.
Right. Okay.
It's actually what's the lane, the track that goes down through the woods is actually privately owned. It's not owned by this guy that owns this.
Right. Okay.
So that's owned by a local farmer.
Right. Okay. Because I mean, back in the day, it's a state-run school.
Yeah.
It was a school for children with behavioural and learning difficulties.
Yeah.
But there's an old house in the woods which used to be a caretaker's cottage.
That's certainly not on our land.
Right, one of my favourite bottle digging haunts actually.
Oh, is it?
I've dug up some lovely, wonderful Edwardian, Victorian junk from there.
Oh, okay, lovely.
But there's a lot of people that are very sentimental about the school, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But and people do walk their dogs up here.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this post because I don't want anybody to be upsetting the new owner. I want to find out a little bit more about rights of way.
The new owner is very keen to find out about the history and people that come here.
I've got so much I can tell him.
Oh, he's very interested to meet people like you and talk to that. We found a lady that used to live here when it was a private residence in 1935.
What was her name?
I'm not sure her name, but he's been in contact with her. She's in her 90s now. She's going to come up at some stage.
Oh, fantastic!
She's when it's a bit safer and a bit more like a house.
Yes.
But he's very interested in finding out about the history of the house.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Coming down the M4 corridor, didn't you?
Yes, you do. They're making a good comeback.
I've seen one over in Benall now in Cheltenham.
What, kite?
Yeah, kite, yeah.
Yeah, the kites are making a good comeback. So his name's Nick Majuli?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So he's a private property developer from London.
Yeah.
He's very down to earth and friendly.
Very much so.
And the building contract company that are working here are...
We're Tombs Developments.
Sorry?
Tombs Developments.
Tombs Development. They've even employed a couple of ex-Sandford School boys to do some labouring or work on the school. But there it is. Thank you, Nick.
Dominic.
Thank you, Dominic. Right, I'm just going to take a wander and get some different shots from different angles. Thank you very much.
Have a look. Just don't go under the scaffold.
No, I won't. No, health and safety. I'm aware of that.
Yeah, but what I'll do is I'll give you my number.
Thank you.
Just drop me a message, and I'm sure he'd like to meet you and have a chat about.
Yeah,
things.
brilliant.
So he's a very nice guy. So.
Thank you.
Delivery.
Thank you, Dominic.
What is it, my friend?
Oh well, guys, as promised, here she is. A beautiful Queen Anne style building. In fact, there was a lady that owned it in 1932. She's in her 90s now. She'll be coming back up here soon because the owner is very much interested in the history of the place. The rights of way up here now, the steps that come up from the lay-by are privately owned by the cottages in the field next to Sandford School. They're the cottages that are in the side of the lay-by. There are no public rights of way up here now, including the path in the woods. That's now all privately owned, well, by the original landowner. But I suggest if anybody wants to come up here and take a look at the building, maybe walk around the peripheral of the property, that they at least have the courtesy to meet the owner if he is about. You know, just respect that it's now somebody else's property. But look at that, what a fantastic, gorgeous example of a Queen Anne style building. Let's just have a zoom in. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. Wow. Oh well, as promised guys, here's the old school. And then the final thing is I want to have a look for the tree which was buried in memory, planted in memory of some lad. Here it is. Crumbs. Well, that tree there, it's got a girth on it of about 16-17 inches. That tree's got to be about 40 years old, so I don't think it's that one. There might be a possibility it's that small one there. But other than that, there are no other trees planted on this lawn. Right, this is my Sandford School blog. Over and out.